I grew up on Long Island, graduated from high school in 1983, attended the University of Iowa. I was a commercial arts major, and obviously I played football there and had a lot of fun. It was amazing experience. I got to meet a lot of great people. I got drafted by the San Diego Chargers in 1988. I played 3 years there, 5 years for the New Orleans Saints, 3 years for the Buffalo Bills, and then I finished up in 1999 with the New York Jets. And again, I met some great people. Just a lot of fun. It was a great experience. You can only control what you can control. So always work as hard as you can, put your best effort forward, and usually what you put into something is what you get out of it. So if you work as hard as you can, you spend time studying your plays, spend time getting better and just being the best at whatever you can be, then success usually will happen for you. Mentally, I would always start by visualization techniques. What I would do is I would close my eyes, just always picture myself making a big play, making something good happen. And more times than not, when I would do that, things would work out my way. And then when I got out onto the field, I would just try to apply all of those things and use the things that I did all week in practice and try to apply that to the game. Always just make sure that I was properly warm. Obviously, nutrition is a huge element in preparation, and that's why I always try to eat the right things. I would always try to just ensure that my body was in the best physical shape possible so that I could perform properly when I got out onto the field. When I was 8 years old, I told my mother that I was going to play in the NFL. So, and again, there's a lot of variables that could make that so or not so, but I always worked hard towards it, and I always wanted to reach my goals. And it was just really important for me to achieve these things. So, again, anything that you want to do in life, I think if you set your mind to it and you head towards that goal, I think that anything's possible. Yeah, peaks and valleys, what that means is that in life, not just in athletics, you're always going to have things go really well for you at some point. You're also going to have times when you have to face adversity. Okay, so I like to call it peaks and valleys. The peaks being success and the valleys being hard times or when things don't go well. And it's really important to, as you go through life, when something good happens, don't let the peak be too high, and when something bad happens, don't let the peak be too low. So you want the peaks and the valleys just to kind of stay as close to the middle as possible. And if you do that, then you can stay disciplined in reaching your goals for success. Probably the biggest challenge is, again, just taking that negativity and not giving any validity to it. We talked about peaks and valleys. People saying that you're not going to make it. You're horrible. Be reading about yourself in a negative way in the paper, or seeing a negative report, or people telling you that you're not going to be successful, and being able to brush that aside and achieve my goals anyway. So that was always a challenge from the time I was in high school all the way through my NFL career. What motivates me is just working to be the best at whatever I put my mind towards accomplishing, whether it's work, a sport that I might be doing, just being the best parent, basically just being the best at whatever I do. And how I motivate myself is every day when I wake up, I just say, today is going to be a good day, and what can I do to make things work properly? And then I just try to achieve that each and every day. My mother, Quinn Early, she was a single mom. She went from being a housewife to getting her undergraduate degree. Then she went and got her master's degree, and then she got a PhD, and my mom was a doctor. And just seeing the adversity that she went through and being able to achieve her goals and make herself successful, that always motivated me to live my life that way as well. The only thing going through my mind is just beating that guy in front of me. I used to always say to myself, whoever's going against me today, I feel bad for them because they're going to get it. And not trying to be cocky, but I would always just approach it that way. I would take it personally and then try to, reach my goals on the field and just try to make it happen. My favorite football player growing up was Lynn Swann. just watching just the amazing and acrobatic things that he can do. And it's number 88, and that was my number, so I think that says it all right there. My favorite quote is, a superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions, and that's by Confucius. My favorite book is The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama. How I define success is not by material things, being on television, things that come with that. How I define success is being your best self, working as hard as you can at whatever you're doing, putting your best foot forward, and then knowing that your family and your loved ones are proud of you for how hard you work, and that's how you achieve success.